Hello everybody, we are in Memphis, Tennessee for the beginning of the final round of the 2018 Blues Belt Classic. I'm your host Tenacious Earl here on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel, and I need to switch to a screen that will give you a good view of the leaderboard. Going into this final round, we had a video a couple days ago which detailed this. As you can see, Rance Aberley, Trent McAdams, and Gareth Leonard are at -8. Yunli Song -7. Jay Laufenberg, Freddie McCoy, a couple new names at -6. And then a cast of characters at -5, and a few at -3. We'll see some of them as we get going here. But let me get back out here to the big view. So, hi, Alan. So, some of you will have seen me play these games before. A quick refresher. So, we are playing the final round. We use a game called History Maker Golf. These cards are sold. Well, some of them are custom made. I made some extra golfers because we didn't have enough to make it completely realistic from my point of view. So I created some extra cards. But most of these, the ones that look much more professional, like these here, they are sold by Play.com as a fictional set. They also have real sets of golfers that you could purchase. They also have the game you could purchase. But this game, History Maker Golf, it's a simulation, and we are simulating tournament mode where we use some rolls to determine golfers that make it through to the third day, and then we simulate the third round, which sets up the leaderboard. And where did I put the course cards? They're around here somewhere. I knew I forgot something. And they're here handy somewhere, probably in the box, because I am somewhat dealing with the beginnings of a cold or something of the sort. So my throat's a little sore. Talking is probably not the greatest thing for it, but I have had this sitting on my table for the last couple of days. And I really need to get it going so I can be through with it and kind of get that checked off the list. So let's get going. Again, the gameplay, just to refresh, we roll 4 dice, and I will zoom on the deck, or the dice, my little dice box here. The white die mostly determines whether the golfer his traits dominate a hole, or whether the hole's traits dominate the hole. Okay. There are some numbers on this chart here, which on the number 1 hole card, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means when the white die is any of those, the hole's traits dominate the hole, and that will dictate whether the golfer gets a good score or bad score. If a 1 is rolled, the golfer's traits will generally determine what goes on as far as the score. And then if a 6 is rolled, it's a little bit of a special case. The golfer still controls, but he hits a less than ideal shot, and he has a choice to either kind of play it safe and take an easy par, or he then tries to press his luck a little bit, tries to go for it, attack the green, whatever, not go for it, but attack the green. And from there, things typically are not going to be great chances, but on occasion you might sneak something out of there that would be helpful. It's kind of like last-ditch effort, or in the case if you were playing with sort of, what do you want to call it? If you had a system worked out, and set up golfers to be like, let's say, dynamic golfers would be a little more likely to go for it, let's say. They would just be a little bit more daring, whereas some golfers may be more cautious, and it might be better to do that. Now, let's just describe the other dice that are sitting here. The 2 when the hole's traits control the hole, the black and the brown dice decide where on this little chart here things end up. You read it in ascending order. And so in this case 44, you would look here, and this is what this means is that the dots in this triangle, or not a diamond, it's in the sand, and the 2 means in the second shot. Okay, so we roll all of the dice. Now the green one comes into play when after that determination. Then the green die will tell you this tells you where to look in the game book. The green die tells you which scenario based on where he ends up is going to be followed. Generally on the green die in that case, 1 is better, 6 is worse. And it's kind of like it. I would say it gets progressively worse as you head down towards 6. When the golfer's traits control, you just take all these 3 together in ascending order, and you find it based on the par of the hole. And then this little guy here is a decider die that we have. For instance, let's say Trent McAdams down here, you see his card. He's a semi-bomber. The dot means semi. So when we roll, if he's going to be checked for bomber, if the decider die shows a dot, then he is a bomber. If it shows no dot, he is not a bomber on that hole. And that's how the decider die works, and there's lots of different places where that will come up. And we'll just talk about that some more a little later, but let's get rolling. I just wanted to give you a little starter in case anybody's new to this. Couple other notes. Gareth Leonard starts with 2 red chips. Red chips are kind of like confidence loss opportunities that can actually help a golfer sometimes to lose a little confidence. They might maybe play a little safer, and they might get a better score in the long run if they do that. So he's got, but blue chips are actually confidence builders. Again, they don't always help you. Sometimes, usually they do, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes they're just sort of, I don't want to say, kind of neutral in their effect. Jay Laufenberg and Freddie McCoy have extra control. So that means, remember when we say this white die? When we roll 4 with those 2, and it's going to be tough to remember, I put a little XC next to their name here. Whenever we roll a 4 on theirs, they get control of it automatically. So that's an extra level of opportunity for them maybe to get birdies. But let's get started. Luke Henneman will start at the first with Nate Killow, his playing partner today, and they are both at -3. They are at 5 shots behind. Also, another note, it is windy today at Southern Breeze Golf Club, which means that all golfers are going to add the duffer and the utility traits. So it could be a bloodbath here today. I've already put -2 and -1 down here, and I think we're going to see guys drop a bit because this is going to be tough conditions. So, first hole, moderately challenging opening hole due to hill climb and smallish green. So, a little bit of water at 66 and at 22 off the tee. So, Luke Henneman will start. 4 degrees of control, which means 2 through 5. Okay, and it will be the holes controlling it. Now, if it were on Jay or Freddie, they would get control of this. But instead, it's going to be 45 for Luke, and he will be in the bunker with his second shot. So that means it's near the green on this par 4. And with a 1, he'll have a chance maybe to knock it in the hole. Is he chunky? He is not. So we have a pin shot. A pin shot means that there is a card here that I have to find that gives you, again, scenarios based on you re-roll the white die, and they will give you either maybe it has a chance to go in all the way to a difficult putt for par. So let's re-roll the white die, and it's a 4, which means that is going to be a moderate putt for par. And I need to put this pin card up on my pegboard here so that I can readily check it later. I'm not going to show it to you every time. So a moderate putt for par, which means that is a 1 to 5. And actually, I roll the green die on all putts. So a 1 to 5, Luke Henneman will score a par, and he does. So no, I'm trying to remember my scoring system. I'm going back to my older scoring system without the markers, and a 0 is par. So sometimes I play it where I roll everybody to the green and then roll the putts, and in this one I'm just going to roll out the putts as we go. Nate Killow, also at -3, so Luke Henneman stays there. Nate Killow, 35 will be Golf Cam course. So if it's a daunting hole, this would not be a great roll for them, but instead we go to a 3 on the par 4. It's not cordial, it's not daunting, so in other words, he'll have a clutch putt for par. So for Killow, a clutch putt is a 1 to 3. He has a neutral putting rating. Doesn't have any blue chips to use. 1 to 3, and he misses. He will earn a red chip, and he will have an easy bogey putt, which he makes. Easy par, bogey, double bogey is a 6-6 miss, but that is a bogey for Killow. He's going to drop to -2. And we will see them again here. Well, Alan, sorry to hear the Mets lost in your replay, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Luke Henneman will tee off on the 2nd. Undersized green holds the ball well. Some rather succinct verbiage on some of these holes. 401-yard par 4. Henneman will go first, and then we're going to move down the up the leaderboard as we get towards the lead group of Aberley and McAdams. So Henneman, semi-friendly green. So if you get a green roll, you might have a chance at a birdie there. And it also will mostly go off the golfer's traits. 3 on the white die here for Henneman means it does. 2, 3, 6 on a par 4. We have to keep remembering that everybody is duffer and utility. 2, 3, 6. Duffer, yes. Okay, that's going to be a golfer, or the gallery groans. So here you go. This is already, we have 2, 3, 6. Duffer, high on the club, long way to go. So he kind of pops it up. And now we check 3 on the gallery groans chart. Is he a master? And he is not. So he'll have a moderate putt for par again. And so 1 to 5. And he barely makes it. So stays at -3. Nate Killow now. He will erase his red chip by taking a gimme par that you don't have to make, but if you take a par on a roll of 6, you get a blue chip, and a blue chip cancels a red chip. Okay. So back to the first tee, and our next group starts Darren Sears and Jeremiah Mays. So here goes Sears. And he'll control this one with a 3, 5, 6. He gets a 1, which is... we'll see if that helps him here. He's got some good... The only thing he's not so good at is his recovery shots with his irons. He's a semi-stone. But 3, 5, 6. Is he scatter or puny? He's neither of those. Is he a champion? He's not that either. It'll be Golf Cam Green. Golf Cam Green 3. Is it a challenging green? It's not. So he will have a clutch putt for birdie. Now, he doesn't have any blue chips, so he's got to take his neutral putting. 1 to 3. He needs a 1, 2, or 3 for a birdie, and he makes it. So he will earn a blue chip with the birdie, and he will drop to -6. So... Actually, I think I was using a filled-in circle for birdie. So Sears moves 2 behind. So a good start for him, Jeremiah Mays. Well, now this is a special case where we have the white 6, where he does not automatically get the par. Instead, he has to make a clutch putt for par. He is 1-3 as well. Can he make it? He does not. He earns a red chip, and then he'll need an easy bogey putt. So he'll make that, but he'll drop to -2 along with Kilo. And an inauspicious start for those golfers. So let's go to the third. All right, only 2 par 5s here on this par 70 Southern Breeze, where the Southern Breeze today is strong, and it'll be Luke Henneman. Second and third shots must take into account lake at the right of the fairway. So probably a good reason not to use that red chip to give control to the hole. So Henneman, actually it'll be Kilo that'll be first to go here, as he parred the second. And with only 1 degree of course control, 355 on the par 5. Is he a king? Nate Kilo is semi-king, no dot, so he does not get the benefit of any. Is he utility? Everybody's utility. Kilo is already. So that's going to be, he's going to get another red chip as the gallery groans. And he's had a couple of bad rolls. So is he Workman? He is not Workman. So he'll have a difficult putt for par. He needs to make a 1-3 here. Makes it. So he will remain 1 over par on the day, -2. And the par 5 not so easy. Here is Luke Henneman. And he should have used the red chip. He ended up giving control to the hole anyway. 25. Golf Cam Green. Would have been better with Golf Cam Course. He's got semi-cordial and a dot. But instead it's going to be just a normal. And actually, because we're going off the course card, we use the exclamation mark. So a 4, Golf Cam Green. Not friendly, not challenging, so it'll be a clutch putt for par. We don't need to worry about the degree of difficulty, but the clutch putt. He is gold. He might erase this red chip by making this. Needs 1-5 with a gold rating on his clutch putting, and he makes it. So that is a par for Henneman. He is holding steady at even. And I might have messed up my order, but that's okay. We'll leave it at that. I guess I thought Henneman made a bogey at 2, but I think he parred it. I'm pretty sure he did. They are all Duffer and Utility. Workman, they are not. Last time I checked. Let me double check. Windy is Duffer and Utility. No Workman. All right, so Darren Sears, with his birdie, will remain having the honor here at the second. Course control 44 in the bunker in 2. And a 6. This is going to be a tough one for him unless he's sandy, and he's not. Double difficult putt for par. So the green 6 hurts him here, and now he is. We will use. Let me see. Is this where I put my? Where did I put my lag system? Well, I pretty much remember it anyway. I roll 2 and the decider die, and he is just going to lag it from double difficult par to easy bogey. and he makes that. So a bogey for Sears. He erases the shot he picked up at the first. And now Jeremiah Mays. Also course control 56 in the rough in 1. Green 1 will help him here. Workman, no. He'll have a wow shot. Needs to re-roll the white die. He gets a blue chip. That'll erase the red chip he's already got. And let's see. It's a 3. Easy putt for birdie for Mays. Easy putt for birdie is 1 to 4, and it's in. So him and Sears trade birdies and bogeys on the first 2 holes, and they both end up where they started the day. All right, back to the first and the next group through. Another one of my custom cards here. Mateo Soto will be first to play at the first. Apologies for the noise. What you hear is my son playing with cars, running around the kitchen, acting like a nut job, which he's welcome to do. 366. Par 4. Golfer will control with a white 1. Is Mateo a shaper? He's not. Oh, it's going to be almost in the hazard, but it's going to need short game. 3. Green 3. Is he soft? No, he is not. So he'll have an easy putt for par. So that is the 6-6 miss. And he makes. And now Heath Summers, one of the guys who has been playing quite well on the tour. I probably should have up some of the data to tell you what they're at. But a 2 means it'll be 44. We already saw this when I was going through stuff early on. That is in the sand with his second shot. Now he gets a green 1. Might have a chance at a hole out here. Chunky, no. He'll have a pin shot. So the pin shot needs a 1 here to have a chance, and it's a 6, so it won't be. That will be a difficult putt for par. 1 to 3, doesn't have any chips. He rolls, and it's missed. So now a moderate bogey, and he'll make that. That was 1 to 5. So a bogey for Summers drops to -4. So Heath Summers won the most recent tournament at Four Seas. It's at Lone Star Resort. Let's see, who are the winners, previous winners? We got Yunli Song, who's won 2. We have, let's see, Trent McAdams won the Copperhead at Rattlesnake. So Yunli Song won the first major at Augusta, and also won the mini major at Players Course in Ponte Vedra Beach. And I think that's all of the winners that are currently on the board here. As far as money leaders, I will bring them up here and we'll talk about them in a sec. But let's go with, let's get going here back to that first group. So just to give you a quick, Heath Summers, I mentioned him. He is actually second in money winnings right now. Yunli Song is first. So guys that are way up. And Trent McAdams is third. He is tied for the lead. Then you've got Riddell Emmerich. You've got Gareth Leonard in the top 10 with at number 8. You have Rance Aberley at 22. So some pretty big hitters as far as big names on the chart. And a lot of these other guys are kind of like back markers at the moment, and we will just have to get back to them at some point. I need a drink, so give me a second. Like I said, I'm battling a little bit of sore throat, and I probably would rather be drinking water, but all I've got is soda. That will lubricate the vocal cords a bit. All right, so to the fourth. Relatively difficult par 3, but it's only difficult when you hit 4 or 5. So you should get some golfer control You know, you should get 1 out of every 2 getting control, or maybe even 2 out of every 3. So let's see. We're gonna go back to see Henneman on the 3rd hole. He was off taking a leak, so he's back taking the tee shot, taking the honor here at 4, and it will be course control 45 in the rough near the green, and he's not a workman, so it's a pin shot. And the lower the number, the better. It's a 6. That'll be a difficult putt for par. So a 1 to 3. He will use his red chip to make it double difficult. And he's going to try and see if he can get a 1. If he doesn't get the 1, he will... oh, wait, no, he won't. He's going to lag from here. So... double difficult putt for par. He's going to lag. He misses. That'll be an easy bogey. And he makes that. So, bogey for Henneman, drops a shot to -2. Trying to get rid of that red chip when he can. Nate Killow now. He's going to get rid of his red chip by making a par off the white 6, and we move on. Okay, so Darren Sears next at the par 5 3rd. Potential for a scoring hole here, but so far it's been par city. Oh, and this is not Sears, it's Mays. I messed that up. So just 2-3-5 on the par 5. Mays had the T 2-3-5. Legend or Shaper? Neither. Hero, he is a hero, so that will be a gallery cheers for Mays. He'll get a blue chip, and we'll see what the green 2 brings him. That could be a good chance at a birdie. Let's see, is he champion? He's not champion. Moderate putt for birdie. He's going to hold on to his blue chip. Moderate putt for birdie is a 1 to 2. And he makes it. Jeremiah Mays, back-to-back birdies. He will get to -4 now. And a little bit of a streak. So now Sears at the tee. Three, 4, 5 could be a green check, I think. Let me see. Nope. 3, 4, 5 is actually a gallery groans. He's going to lose his blue chip. But it's the par 5 gallery groans. 3, is he a master? Nope, he is not. So he's going to have polite applause. Probably going to lead him to a high odds birdie or a good odds par. 3, double difficult putt for birdie. He's going to lag, so double difficult birdie. Oh boy, he almost made it, but needed another 1. So it's still going to be the easy par, and he gets it. So Sears steadies the ship. Mr. Moley is getting excited for Liverpool playing in the Champions League final. Yep, good time for Liverpool. They've had their share of disappointment, and I'm sure Liverpool fans were pleased with the FA Cup final recently. So, so back to the second, it'll be Mateo Soto. And a 5 means it'll be 46. That'll be rough. His tee shot finds the thick stuff. And a 1, well, he might have a chance to dig out of this into good shape. Workman, he's not a workman, so a wow shot. He'll earn a blue chip. And let's see, we re-roll the white die. It's a 4, easy putt for birdie. He's going to use the blue chip. He needs to start getting on the way, so that makes it a gimme, and he makes a birdie. So Mateo Soto drops to -6. They're not cold. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What you gonna try is
No.
like one of those very hot chips, and that can like do like full
Not
and then.
down here. And no dumping that.
Okay.
So Soto moves to -6. Sommers now, bogey at the first, dropped to -4. Yep, that's what I figured, Mr. Moley. Anybody but United. 36, that'll be in the woods with his second shot, so he's going to have to scramble to get up and down for par here. A 2 is Heath Sommers a master? He's not. Well, at least he'll have an easy putt for par. So 6-6 miss. He makes it. He'll remain at -4. Okay, so here comes the guys with extra control. Just have to keep remembering that. Jay Laufenberg, a new name on the leaderboard, and he will go back to the par 4 first. And let's see. And he gets control with that extra control for 125. Is he a bomber? No, he's a shaper. So is he a hacker? No, duffer utility, not hacker. So that's a golf cam green. Par 4, 2. Friendly green, no. Challenging green, no. Easy putt for par. That should give him a good start to his round, unless he gets 6s, and he doesn't. So that's good. Alan is going to be supporting Madrid. Guess that means Alan is probably a United fan. Be my guess, but maybe not. Could also be, I guess, maybe Everton, potentially, or just liking Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe, I don't know. Is he playing in the Champions League final with the World Cup coming up? Here's Freddie McCoy. See, that tells you how much I've been following soccer. 2-2-3. He has control of this as well. Let's see if he could turn this into a birdie. 2-2-3. Legend, no, he's not. He actually has a really bad card, but he is a hero. He'll have an easy putt for birdie. 1-4. Sheffield Wednesday. Okay. 1-4. Can he get a birdie? He does. So McCoy. His fans, his legion of new fans know him as the real McCoy. He goes to -7, one back of the leaders, so just hate Liverpool. Hey. It's okay. I can understand hating a team. I've got a couple. More than a couple, probably. And I think Manchester United is one of them in the soccer world. I'm not a big fan of Barcelona either, so seeing Madrid win one would actually be pretty decent, but or another one. But, you know, they're all playing kind of in a different league than most of the teams, like Wednesday, like you're saying. So, and Mr. Moley says Ronaldo would never miss the big stage. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Anything to increase his stature on the grand stage that we know as football. So let's see. The fifth, now this is a tough hole here. Again, some limited verbiage. Dogleg right with trouble in the trees if not careful. Daunting, full daunting, semi-challenging green, and everything, excuse my French, but balls to the wall when it comes to control. The hole's going to get just about all these. You could expect some bogeys here. Here is Henneman. Actually, no, it is Kilo. I'm wrong. Kilo. Look, I couldn't tell because of his shirt. That'll be 56 in the woods. Finds the trees with his tee shot, and let's see if he can plow his way through. Green 6, though, is not a good start. He's not a master, so he's going to have a double difficult putt for par, and Kilo is descending the leaderboard. He is going to try and make this, needs a 1 on the double difficult par, and he misses. So now a difficult bogey 1 to 3, and he misses that. Double difficult, or no, moderate double 1 to 5, he makes that. So a double for Kilo, and he's going to go down to even par, and I don't know how long I'll keep playing him. He's been on our leaderboard the last couple of tournaments, but his fortunes haven't been so good. So here's Henneman. So there's a double on this hole. Told you it was going to be a real pain in the rump. 14, that's going to be in the sand off the tee. And 2 is he sandy. Semi-sandy, no dot. So easy second putt for par. He will take an easy par putt any day, and he does make it. Henneman stays at -2. That last group is looking a little rough. So Jeremiah Mays with back-to-back birdies will take to the par 3 fourth. And he will have control 3, 4, 5. Miscalculated swing sends the ball past the green, wedged on the green, difficult putt for par. Needs a 1 to 3, and he makes it. Remains at -4, Darren Sears. Heir to the department store chain that is slowly going out of business. Darren will also have control 2, 3, 4 this time. Is he dynamic, semi-dynamic with a dot? So that makes an easy putt for birdie. Maybe a chance to get to -6 here, get back there after his birdie bogey start. 1 to 4, and he's in the hole. Sommers, or no, Darren Sears, excuse me. 2 back of the leaders, and the leaders haven't teed off yet, but they're getting closer and closer. We'll go to the third with Mateo Soto and Heath Sommers. Soto first. Semi-cordial par 5 with a bite at the end with that little exclamation mark if you get a 5 on the white die, but this will be 3, 3, 5. Is Soto a king? He is not. Is he a hacker? No, he's not. Is he a hero? No, he's not. Right now, chart. Right now, he's semi-hot, and it's going to check to see if he's cold. So that's good news for him. He'll have an easy putt for birdie because he's not cold. Hold on, Mr. Moley. I'll ask you in a minute, or I'll answer you in a minute. So he has an easy putt for birdie. No chips. 1 to 4 chance. And it's in. So back to back for Soto on virtue of the confidence he got from his previous birdie. And he goes to -7. Hey, maybe this will be the week that I have a custom card win a tournament. Here is Sommers 255. Legend, no. Hero, no. Hacker, no. He's duffer and utility, but not hacker. So mood, he has no mood. So a 2, is he sunny? No, he's not. He'll have a difficult putt for birdie. And he will lag it in order to avoid getting any kind of mood designation. So this will be a lag. And so that becomes a gimme par putt in the hole. Okay. So Mr. Moley asked about a UK Open. And I have decided that I'm going to use, there is a crowd created version of Carnoustie that is out there that I will be downloading, printing, and using for the UK Open. I'm calling it the Championship of the UK, I believe. I think that's what I named it. So that's what my decision was. We'll see. Sometimes those crowd created courses can be pretty tough. We saw that with Pine Valley. Of course, Pine Valley is a very tough course in real life, and Carnoustie is too. Of course, the site of the epic collapse by Jean Van de Velde. So back, heck, that might be 10 years by now. I don't know. Maybe it's only 6 or 7, but it seems like it's been a long time. And one of the truly Ray Finkel moments in golf history. I mean, I think Greg Norman feels better now that that happened to Jean Van de Velde. Yeah, Alan, I use fictitious names for my tournaments. Just kind of go along with the fictitious names of the courses that play gives. So, okay, so Freddie McCoy, one of my custom cards. We got 2 of them in the top 6 right now, and let's see what he can do here. He's got extra control on the second, par 4. He does have control by virtue of the regular old control too. So it's a 5-6-6 par 4. Yeah, the Open Championship. That's right. I mean, that's what it's called in real life. But 5-6-6 Legend. Nope. Champion. Nope. He'll go to right now. He is semi-hot, but doesn't have and he's going to be checked to see if he's hot. So that's going to be his downfall here. He's not hot. He'll have a difficult putt for par. So he needs a 1-3, and he misses it. So a moderate putt for bogey, and he makes that, but he will fall to -6. So counters the birdie he got on 1 with a bogey. Oh, trust me, I've been a big golf fan for a long time, but in recent years it's tough to sit down and watch a tourney. I would like to watch the Open at Shinnecock. I think that's coming up in a couple weeks. The U.S. Open, sorry. The Open Championship is over at Carnoustie this year in Scotland. So, Laufenberg. That's a 2-3-4. Direct green, it's not. Dynamic, he's not. Right now, he's nothing. And with nothing, he's checked to see if he is hot, and he is not. So it's going to be a double difficult putt for birdie. And he will lag. Oh, and it's not a good lag. I believe that is... let's see. So double difficult goes to easy. So that makes it... It's going to make it a moderate putt for par. So double sixes with a dot would have made it a difficult putt for par. Double sixes without a dot means that it's moderate. So 1-5 now for Laufenberg for his par, and he makes it. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's right, Mr. Moley. It's you start learning more about these cards that you've got here in the deck, and they're interesting characters nonetheless. All right, so Gareth Leonard with his 2 red chips will be the first to tee off here at 1. Out of this group, we're almost to the top group. We'll try to get through this before I have to break for my dinner. So here is Gareth Leonard, Schaefer, icon, pretty good putter, and it's going to be a 56. Luckily he misses out on the water, but he's still going to have a green 6, which makes it less than ideal. So rough in 1, master. Oh, he is a master. That's going to help him. He has a double difficult putt for birdie chance, so that's at least doable. He will lag, and he does get his easy par putt, and he makes it. So didn't use a red chip, but does get a par. Yeah, it's the wind is okay so far. We've only had 1 check of Duffer utility, and I think it nailed Nate Killow, and he's dropped down the chart, but I don't know if it hasn't had a big effect. I'm wondering if it's going to hit at the end. All right, so Lee Song, 15 golf cam course, so that works out well. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. That'll be an easy par putt. Avoid the 6s there, Yun, and he does, so he'll remain 1 back. So Leonard in the lead with Aberley and McAdams, who haven't teed off yet, and we will try to buzz through this round and get these guys done. So I'm going to kind of focus in here. 6th hole, straightforward path from tee to green. One of the easier holes on the course, but they do not give... There's no cordialness to it, but it does only have a degree of difficulty of 1. So it will be Henneman at -2 to go first here. And 2, 4, 6, par 4. Is he a... Well, there we go. We just... Bill just asked about Duffer. Well, there you go. 2, 4, 6. Is he a Duffer? He is, so he's going to get a gallery groans and gets back another red chip. I think he's had 3 so far at one point or another. And so gallery groans 4. He's not a workman, so you'll have a difficult putt for par. 1-3, and it takes Henneman. So that will leave him with an easy bogey putt, and he makes that. So the wind is howling, and the wind claims a second victim. Nate Killa, even par. He is 3 over on the round. 2, 4, 6 as well. Uh-oh. You know what that means? Another gallery groans for Killo. The wind kicks up again because he's also a Duffer. And now with the green 2, is he a champion? No, he's not. Moderate putt for birdie, so he gets a little bit better kick here because of the green die. So a moderate putt for birdie. needs a 1 or a 2, and he gets it. So the wind knocks him down, but it doesn't knock him out, and he will get back to -1. So could have been worse. Or wait, whoa. I think I checked the wrong thing. Just a second. I checked the wrong thing. That was a sloppy move. Well, we rolled a 1 on green, right? So that we'll keep that as the putt. But let's see. Gallery Groans 2. Is he a master? He's not. Moderate putt for par. He gets a 1, so he'll still have a par. That's my bad. Stays even. Got a little quick. Messed up. Well, fortunately for Kilo, it didn't hurt him too badly. But it's not a birdie. Okay, so Mays will follow Sears. Sears with a birdie on 4. Goes to the very tough par 4 fifth. He'll take a par and a blue chip. And he stays at -6. Jeremiah Mays. His nickname is Amazing. Amazing Mays. And that is 45 Golf Cam course. Daunting hole, that's not going to help him too much. Cordial, clutch putt for bogey. Mays is a neutral, needs a 1 to 3. He'll use his blue chip to make it 1 to 5. And he would earn another blue chip if he had just played it out. But that's a bogey. Drops to -3. Probably should have kept a hold of that one. So, back to the 4th. Yeah, we corrected it, Alan. Don't worry. All right, so it'll be Soto back-to-back birdies within 1. And that's going to be 3, 4, 6 on the par 3. Oh, short game check. 6, not stone, difficult putt for par. 1 to 3, and he misses. So, moderate bogey, he'll make that. So, Soto has his gains, part of his gains erased. Heath Summers. Sticky die there. 2, 4, 6, par 3. Champion or dynamic. Well, Sommers is champion. He'll have an easy birdie putt. 66.66666666666667% chance of making this. Thereabouts, and he does make it. So Sommers moves to -5 back where he started. Oh, and we could keep going with some more 6s there if you really wanted to. So don't write me challenging my math, because that's quite all right. All right. So Laufenberg, by virtue of McCoy's bogey, will have the tee here at the par 5. Only par 5 on the front 9. And he will take his par. And a blue chip to boot. And now Fast Freddie McCoy, the real McCoy, also known as Fast Freddie McCoy. Whenever I think of Freddie McCoy, I think of Freddie Jackson and LaShawn McCoy. I did not create that name, but anyway, 25 Golf Cam green. Not a friendly green, though, so let's see how that works out. And we will have to add a degree of difficulty depending on whether the putt is clutch or not. 4, par 5, friendly, no. Challenging, no. Clutch putt for par. And McCoy, the real McCoy, is a real bust when it comes to putting. He needs a 1. He's a rust putter. And he earns a red chip. He'll end up with an easy bogey. And that's going to ruin his round a little bit. Back-to-back bogeys for McCoy drops back to -5. And so the 2 custom cards that were up near the top have both taken on some water here. Recurring Earl. Yeah, it's the going with some sig figs there. Some rounding action. All right. Here we are with Gareth Leonard, tied for the lead. 2 red chips. And he will save those for... Maybe he'll use one on... Well, he's going to get rid of one right there, as he earns a blue chip for taking a par at the second. Yun Lee Song. Well, he's going to get a blue chip of his own and take a par. He'll accept that, being so close to the lead. And now we are to the leaders, and this is where we will wrap it up with this group. Rance Aberley, big hitter, good driver, good irons. Not so good coming out of the bunkers, a little chunky. Does have the penchant for hitting some nice, heroic shots, as far as he has a dynamic rating, semi-dynamic rating, but kind of an average putter. So here's Aberley at the first. Another 6, and he'll take a par on the first and earn a blue chip for that. And now Trent McAdams, also a long hitter, semi-bomber, and he's a semi-champion, semi-hero, so he should be good on approaches. Nice bunker / recovery game on his short game with the master, semi-master. And then he's a veteran, has icon, and also semi-dynamic. So here is McAdams. Wow, we've had 4 6s in a row, and I've been shaking them two-handed. It's another par, and that's where we're going to end it. That actually makes it come through pretty quickly. I probably won't play another one until later tomorrow night. I'm going to try and do this in little spurts because, like I said, I've been a little bit under the weather with a variety of issues. Coming down with a cold and stuff, and a lot of stuff going on. But I thank you guys for watching. Not a whole lot of change in the higher parts of the leaderboard, but we'll see what all happens as we come back. We've got let's see, Henneman started at minus. Let me see, did I think I didn't drop him one. Mays, let's see, he should be where he started. That would be -3. Yeah, so I think we're good now. I think I just missed that one. I was just thinking, I think I missed moving one back. So that's your leaderboard at the moment. We'll see you in the very near future for for the second part of the final round here of the Blues Belt Classic, brought to you on Tabletop Baseball Plus. We hope you enjoy your own tabletop gaming, sports games, or any kind of games. If you have questions, leave a comment. Again, play.com is where you can find this great game. See you soon. Thanks a lot.